Hello, everyone. It's me. I'm back on a Wednesday, not a Thursday this time, because I actually have a person here with me. Say hi, Tim.
Guten Tag.
There you go. All right, we're ready to go. Tyler's unable to make it. He's got some stuff going on, so hopefully he'll be back next week. He also has not put his picks in the chat yet, so whenever those come in, I can tweet them out later for the public record. All right, so tomorrow night's game, Falcons at Panthers. The Falcons finally have a win, thank God. But overall, don't get me wrong, I think overall both of these teams are fairly disappointing. That's just me personally. By the way, this is week 8, so this is going to be almost halfway.
I know, right?
Isn't that something? Let's see. I'm tempted to pick the Panthers because they've won some games that I feel like they shouldn't have, but I'm going to pick the Falcons because I really still like the Falcons' offense.
I'll pick the Falcons because... no, wait, maybe I might not. Hang on. What is the Browns? Why do you do it this way?
The Browns?
Website. I just want to see what the Panthers... I'm going to go with the Panthers because I don't think the Falcons are just unimpressive.
I mean, that is very true. That is logical. First Sunday game, Minnesota at Green Bay. I'm thinking the Packers are probably going to blow them out because the Vikings have been super disappointing this year, and the Packers are insane.
I'm going to pick the Packers as well, even though they lost, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, to the Bucks. They got absolutely shit on them.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. It was like Rodgers threw a pick six at the not long into the game, and it was just kind of all downhill from there. But they came back and beat Houston last week, which is not impressive of its own right, but, we'll see. The Vikings are unimpressive, too. So.
Yeah, the Vikings are more unimpressive.
Right. Titans at Bengals. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Bengals this year. I think they're a better team than their record says they are. However, I do not believe they're better than the Titans, and I don't see the Titans losing 2 weeks in a row.
I think the Titans will beat the Bengals. I think the Titans are just better. I think the Bengals have good. I think the Titans have been better this season than the Bengals have, even with the Bengals record.
Yeah,
and their actual performance.
And I think the Bengals don't have a great run defense, so I think Derrick Henry's just gonna run all over them. Jets at Kansas City Chiefs. This one doesn't even need discussion. The Jets are garbage. The Chiefs are one of the best teams in the NFL.
Jets are gonna win this one.
I swear to God, if they do, I swear, if they do, oh my lord.
I'm already losing this pick battle, so I kind of want to pick the Jets and just hope that they blow the Chiefs out of the water as the big surprise.
I mean,
the Jets have beat the Patriots before in a surprise game.
That's true.
Haven't they? Yeah.
But that was years ago, and this Jets team.
The Packers lost to the Bucks.
Yeah, but the Bucks and the Packers are both good. The Jets are.
No, the Bucks are medium.
The problem.
I'll pick the Chiefs.
The problem with the Jets is not only are they not a great or talented football team, I think Adam Gase is probably the worst coach in the NFL. So.
See, I'm just rooting for Pants on the Broncos. He's a great running back.
Who? What? You cut out there for a second.
Pants, the running back.
Oh, okay. I got you. What a name.
You have no idea who you're talking about. No, alright, quick side story. One of my friends was playing Madden, and he made a running back who looks like a dwarf.
Oh, God.
Really, his head is really sunk into his shoulders. He has really beefy shoulders, and he's kind of short, and his name is something... I forget what his first name is, but his last name is Pants, and he's an amazing running back.
That is
the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos have gone undefeated in 2019.
That's beyond outstanding.
Anyway, yeah, the Chiefs are going to probably win this one. I hope the Jets do.
Honest to God, if the Jets win, I won't be mad. Because that would be insane.
I won't be mad either.
Next game is Colts at Detroit Lions. The Lions are quietly 3-3 now. I don't know. I think they could. I think I'm gonna pick them over the Colts. Actually, that'll probably be a mistake, but I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna pick Colts because they have a better record.
This is true. All right, here we go.
Is Tyler putting his picks in, or are we just ignoring him this week?
He hasn't put them in yet, so we're ignoring him for now.
Okay.
Here's the big value game: Steelers at Baltimore Ravens. Pittsburgh's coming in undefeated.
Even if the Steelers have, let's see, you said the Steelers are undefeated. Interesting.
Yep,
unexpected.
They're 6-0. Ravens are 5-1.
Yeah, well, we played the Chiefs, and when the Steelers play the Chiefs, they're gonna suffer the same fate.
More than likely.
I have to pick the Ravens. If I don't pick the Ravens here, then I lose my status as a Ravens fan. So, even if the Steelers are undefeated.
I think I hope this is a good game. I think it should be because Steelers-Ravens games are always pretty good. I'm gonna pick the Steelers here. I think it's gonna be close. If the Ravens win, I'm not gonna say I'll be surprised. But I think the Steelers are going to edge this out. Next game is Rams at Dolphins.
I don't know. These teams are both all over the place this year.
Yeah.
Coin. I'm going to flip a coin, and I'm just going to choose based off of that. I don't actually know if I have a coin. My room's pretty cleared out, so.
I believe. Let me check. I think. Yes, I'm correct. This will be Tua's first game starting for the Dolphins. They benched Fitzpatrick.
I have a die. All right. Evens or odds?
Evens for the Dolphins, odds for the Rams.
All right. Let's give this a good old roll. All right, we got odds, so we're choosing the Rams.
All right, I'm choosing the Rams as well. Dice roll or not, I think I was picking the Rams. This division, man, oh my goodness, this division is so good. Yeah, Tua's first game starting, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it might be a little bit sloppy. So I'm going to pick the Rams, and the Rams are good. Patriots at Buffalo Bills. I got Buffalo here. New England is faltering badly.
Let's pick Buffalo because I told everyone Cam Newton was bad from the start.
Facts. And he is. No surprise. This should be a really good game. Raiders at Cleveland Browns. Cleveland is 5-2, and that is still insane to me.
No, I'm not surprised. I saw this rise of Cleveland coming.
But the funny thing is, it's like they still can't beat the big brothers. They got blown out by Pittsburgh and blown out by Baltimore.
Well, yeah, of course. It takes a while to climb a mountain. It doesn't happen in a day.
Right, but I was expecting, as good as their offense has been in the other games, I was at least maybe thinking they'd put up a fight against Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
No, they can't. They're not ready.
Also, side note for Cleveland, Odell Beckham Jr. tore his ACL. He's done for the season.
I mean, he's unremarkable anyway, so.
He kind of has been.
Who'd you say you're going with? The Browns?
I'm picking the Raiders here, actually.
Oh. What is the Raiders standing?
They're 3-3.
I'll pick the Browns here. I think the Browns have a win up their sleeve here.
They're 3-3. The Raiders are 3-3, but the teams they've lost to have been really good teams. They lost to the Bills and the Buccaneers, but they beat the Saints and the Chiefs. So I don't know. They're a little up in the air. But I'm picking them anyway. So you got Browns, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 4:05 is Chargers at Broncos. I'm going Chargers here. Justin Herbert, man, he looks so good.
Right, I picked Panthers, Packers. I'm putting.
Okay, got you. I didn't put my picks in from last week. Rip.
Who are the teams again?
Chargers at Broncos. The Chargers are another one of those teams that they're a lot better than their record says they are, I think. Justin Herbert, man, he looks absolutely insane. I think he's making a case for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I chose Browns. That's right. So who are you picking? The Broncos?
No, I'm picking the Chargers.
Let's go with the Chargers. I'll go with your pick on this one. I'll default to the house.
All right, what? No, I'm just kidding. I'm picking the Broncos. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, then I'll default to the Broncos.
Nah,
I'll just follow your pick here. I'll lose or win with you on that one.
Nah, F that, dude. Chargers all the way. All right, Saints at Bears, 425. Bears finally getting knocked down a peg on Monday night. I still can't believe this team has 5 wins. I don't understand it.
I think the Saints have kind of disappointed me a bit. Let's take a look at who they've played. All right, they beat the Panthers. They beat the Bucks.
Yes.
Which is not.
Their losses are to the Raiders
and the Colts. No, not the Raiders. The Rams and the Colts. They've lost to.
Who?
They've not played the Raiders.
Oh no, I was talking about the Saints.
I was talking about the Bears.
Okay.
I'll default to you on this one. Who do you think is going to win?
This is such a tough game for me because it's.
You know the Saints should win and the Bears shouldn't, but the Bears have proven otherwise.
Well, it's not even that so much as normally I would pick the Saints because the Saints offense this year has not been all that great, and the Bears have a really good defense, whereas the Saints don't have a very good defense, but the Bears offense is horrible. Which is why I can't believe they've won 5 games. I think I'm going to go with the Saints here because I think the Saints' defense is good enough. And, my God, Chicago's offense is just miserable.
All right, I'll go with you on the Saints. I was kind of leaning towards the Saints.
All right, 425, big game in this division. 49ers at Seattle Seahawks.
It's Seahawks because it's not going to be a big game because the 49ers have been unimpressive.
They were impressive as hell last week against New England.
Yeah, but they haven't been consistent this season. They should have.
This is true.
As last year's Super Bowl contender, they should not have been slacking. They should not have lost as many games as they have.
Keep in mind the first 4 weeks, they were one of the more injury-riddled teams in the NFL.
I mean, I guess. But...
Now, that Dolphins game for them, that was Jimmy G's first game back, and they got blown out, and that was pathetic.
Who, the Dolphins or the 49ers?
The 49ers.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they have the equipment to make this game a big one.
I think either way, I think the Seahawks are going to be playing kind of angry this week because they lost in overtime this past week.
To
who? The Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals are decent this year.
They are, but I didn't necessarily see them beating Seattle. This is another one of those. It's the same thing I said with the Titans. I don't think they're going to lose. I don't think they're going to drop 2 in a row. So I'm picking Seattle.
All right, yeah, I'm picking Seattle too. All right. Let's talk about the worst division.
Prime time. Cowboys at Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's talk about the worst division in the whole NFL.
Yes, probably like in the history of the NFL.
The smallest losses in the whole NFL.
Yep.
The Eagles, Cowboys, and Washington have only won 2 games each, and then the Giants have won 1.
Facts.
This game may be good, but it's coming from very unimpressive teams, and I mean that from a purely statistical standpoint.
Yes.
I have nothing against the Eagles. I have nothing of worth against the Cowboys.
Nothing of worth.
Aside from I have Eagle fans who just don't like the Cowboys, and I think the Cowboys have been overrated for years, and all their players are overrated.
Big facts. Mostly.
But oh my gosh. If there was ever a primetime game that I don't care about, it's this one. And I'm sorry, I know this is an Eagles channel, but Eagles versus Cowboys, the Eagles have just one less loss under their belt than the Cowboys.
It's not even that they have one less loss. They have a tie. That's the only reason they're winning the division. It's because they have a tie instead of another loss.
You're winning the division.
Yeah, Philly's 2.
Oh, I thought you meant the Cowboys were winning. Yeah.
No. Philly's 2-4-1, and the Cowboys and the Skins are both 2-5.
And you tied versus who? The Bengals.
Who are a better team than their record says they are.
Yes, better team than their record says they are. But oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hate on the Eagles. I'm just hating on the division.
This division is dog shit.
This is just the most I checked the standings of all the divisions real quick just before, because I was like, all right, maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. But no, it really is the least amount of wins.
Yep.
Like,
no, you're giving them exactly as much credit as they deserve. Trust me.
Like, the Jets are the worst team in the division, and they only have one more they only have two more losses from any of the teams here. One more loss from the Giants, and they're equal with the Jets. Ouch! I don't know what happened to this division. Cowboys are overhyped and overrated, but they're not. They've never been actually that bad.
I think
the Eagles have never been that bad.
I think one of the things you're seeing with this division, the problem particularly for Dallas and Philly, is injuries are playing a big part. Now, don't get me wrong, both teams are also not playing up to their skill level, and they've been playing down to their competition big time. But both of these teams have been beyond injury riddled since the beginning of the season almost. Philly in particular since the beginning of the season.
I've just taken a look-see. The Falcons are equal with the Giants, and there's not much to say there. I'm just surprised.
Which is funny because I think the Falcons would blow out New York 9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, the Patriots are actually equal to the Cowboys in Washington. See, I told you.
Isn't that sad?
Doesn't feel good? You know what that actually seems to indicate a bit more?
What's that?
Well, I guess it's the first year, so you can't really say that much. But maybe Bill Belichick isn't the legend we gave him to. Maybe it actually was Tom Brady a bit more than I gave him credit for.
Doesn't it feel good to live in a world where you can sit back and say, "Man, the Patriots suck."
Yes. Well, the Patriots have always sucked. It's just now there's statistics to back that as well. And they can't cheat to save their lives anymore because everyone's onto them.
There you go.
Anyway, I'm picking the Eagles because I have more Eagles fans friends than Cowboys fans friends.
Fair.
And that probably means, for me, that the Eagles are going to lose because every time I've picked the Eagles, they've lost.
You heard about the Andy Dalton injury, correct?
Yeah, for the Cowboys?
Yep. Did you see it? It was...
No, I don't watch injuries. I don't want to vomit.
It was brutal. It was really bad.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys are sporting, as far as I know, nothing's changed. They're sporting a rookie out of JMU. His name is DiNucci. Haven't seen him play. Don't watch college.
That's a nice name.
I have absolutely no idea how good this kid is or what this kid can do. No clue whatsoever. The one thing I will say about Philly, they have been impressive in their losses. We should have won that Baltimore game 3 different times. And we were very close to coming back and beating Pittsburgh.
You were close to coming back and beating us, too.
No, I'm saying we should have beaten you guys.
Yeah, but we're just better than you, so that's okay.
If Elliott doesn't miss that one field goal, boom, we beat the Ravens. Now, the Giants
Yeah, but you've always had a bad kicker.
Yeah, he was good. He was super good for a year, and then he's just kind of been inconsistent.
Year one of a kicker does not matter. If they're a bad kicker forever, more than likely. That is the way I've seen in a purely researched and informal way, I have decided how kickers work in the NFL. If you're good year one, that means absolutely nothing at all.
Right.
It means zip nada. If you're good year two, all right, now I'll start paying attention. If you're good year three, you're a good kicker.
Well, and then I've seen...
can't make it past year two, if you can't make it past year one, you're not worth considering, and honestly, you're probably never going to be good. That's why Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the NFL.
Well, because he's consistent. And now the funny thing is, I've seen kickers that have been good for years and years and years and years. Not Ryan, Steven Gostkowski. Remember how good he was for New England? He was automatic from inside of 55. And now he's gone to the Titans, and he has single-handedly lost them games. Cody Parkey, I think, is still pretty good. He just gets a bad
kickers are not transferable either.
Sometimes they are.
Stephen Hauschka, I don't know what happened to him. He probably did drugs. He was awful beyond belief with the Ravens, and I thought he should be out of the league. I'm surprised anyone picked him up. But then he did work. He did good work. I'll admit that he did good work. But from a Ravens fan standpoint, he sucked. He was terrible. I'm surprised he was I was surprised he stayed in the league. Like, I'm surprised someone picked him up after the way he, performed with us.
Right.
Cundiff is a perfect example of year one. Like, Cundiff was pretty good for the first year, and then he lost the playoffs.
Well, and Cundiff is one of those things. It's the same thing I say about Parkey. Like, not necessarily that they're a bad kicker, per se. They just got screwed because, Cundiff, for example, he missed literally one of the most important kicks in his career. And he just happened to miss that one. And Parkey was the same way. Got the double doink in Chicago, it lost in the playoff game. Blair Walsh, same thing. The Vikings game against the Seahawks, same gig. But kickers. Our kicker has been inconsistent this year. Now, the thing I'm looking at with this game, Philly's offense has been consistently getting better. Dallas's defense, on the other hand, sucks. Bad. It is bottom of the barrel in the NFL. It's really, really bad. All the Eagles are going to have to do, in my opinion, to win this game is not screw up, and they'll be fine. Unless DiNucci is some out of this world diamond in the rough that nobody knew about until tomorrow or until Sunday night, which against Philly, honestly, wouldn't surprise me. But I'm picking Philly, and I'm confident in that pick this week.
I like how we get to the last two picks and we spend the most time talking about things unrelated to said two picks.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, the next game is a doozy. It's going to be the Bucks.
Oh yeah,
if the Giants pull out this win, then no one's ever allowed to tell me Tom Brady is the GOAT ever again.
Facts.
Because it's the Giants.
Yeah, no, there's absolutely no way the Bucks will lose this game.
I mean, I don't accept people telling me he's the GOAT in the first place.
Actually,
I will absolutely.
I think I do. I think I do at this point.
Nope, I don't agree.
Watching how good he's been and how bad New England and Belichick have been this year, I'm more inclined to go with that.
I think there's more evidence for sure, but I don't know. I don't think he's the greatest of all time.
Listen, if Tampa Bay wins the Super Bowl this year, done. It's over.
If Tampa Bay wins the Super Bowl this year, then I will take a long, hard look at what they did through the season and look at the teams they've played. Because let's take a look at what teams they've played. Because you know what, let's see here.
I mean, the Saints.
All right, they played the Saints and they lost to the Saints by a blowout. They played the Panthers and they handily beat them. Panthers aren't that good. Broncos, not that good. Chargers, that game was a lot closer than it should have been.
Yes.
The Bears, they lost to the Bears.
The
Packers,
did, yes.
Don't know what happened there. I don't know what the Packers were doing, but that's one of those, you can't use that game as a standard for anything because the Packers aren't that bad, as much as I dislike them. And then the Raiders are inconsistent at best.
Yeah.
That to me shows that Tom Brady is just a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. Doesn't mean he's the greatest of all time, though.
Yeah, and the other reason I've been hesitant to say it this season was he's playing on literally the best offense the NFL has seen in
Yeah,
years and years and years.
His assets too. Like, yeah, of course a quarterback is going to be like. I mean,
I would have
Blake
been.
Bortles was like an average quarterback and threw picks all the time, but he almost led his entire team to the Super Bowl when he had the defense to match along with some good offensive assets.
And the best part about that Jags team in 17 was the offense wasn't very good. I mean, it was a bunch of no-name receivers and Fournette, and that was it.
Yeah. No, I think they had a good receiver, but I don't remember who it was.
I mean, Chark is solid. Like they had a group of receivers that were good, but they weren't. I mean, they were still no names. You know, like around the NFL, like people didn't really know who they were. They were just guys.
But like, look at the schedule that's coming up. All right, they're playing the Giants.
Right.
They're gonna beat the Giants. They play the Falcons. They're no name. Chiefs Bucks game on the 29th. That'll be it. That'll be a good game.
Yes,
that's a game you could use for your statistics. They're playing the Panthers again. They're probably going to beat the Panthers. They're playing the Saints again. Who knows what's going to happen? The Saints have fallen off since the beginning of this season.
Yes, they have.
They're playing the Rams, inconsistent at best. The Vikings, garbage heap. Like, and then at some point they're supposed to play the Lions, garbage heap. Then they play the Falcons again, garbage heap. You can't even if the Bucks get to the Super Bowl, they probably will end up in the playoffs. But
I think so.
But you know what? That means nothing to me. I will refuse any argument that he is the GOAT based off of this season of him on the Bucks is completely invalidated because over half the teams they're playing are inconsistent or just straight up garbage.
Right. You
could start pointing to other season or other schedules and be like, look, that's no different. That's the same way it always is. You play a few good teams, you play some bad teams, and then you play inconsistent. But these teams they're playing, like they lost to the Bears. The Bears have a 5-2, and they probably shouldn't. The Chargers almost caught up to them. That was a 31-38 game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they beat the Packers. Like I said,
they blew out the Packers.
What? Yeah, it was like you cannot use this season as now. If they went undefeated this season, went to the playoffs, and then won the Super Bowl, all right, you got it.
Now,
Go ahead.
I would have been curious to see Brady on. I don't know, say Carolina or the Raiders or maybe even a team like, I don't want to say Philly because I wouldn't have wanted them. But the Bears. Yep, prime example. Like a team that they didn't have a horrific offense, but like I think if they had sent Tom Brady to the Jets probably still wouldn't be very good because the team is that bad and that coach shouldn't exist. But I would have
put him on the Jets. Jets. Take the Jets to the Super Bowl, and you know what? You got it. I'll even say it myself. I would say he's the GOAT. Otherwise,
I would have been curious to see Brady on an average team with an average coach. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But
you can't.
They're going to go to the playoffs because I'm pretty sure they're going to win the NFC South at this point. And then once the Bucks start playing teams from the NFC West, I'm curious to see how that goes.
I don't know. The playoffs to me, I don't know. By all statistical standards, the Ravens should have won the game against the Titans. But you know what? It just didn't happen.
No,
for some reason, they just had the worst day they could have.
Derrick Henry is the reason for that.
No, it's because Lamar didn't show up that day. Neither did his receivers. I watched the highlights of that game. His receivers did not show up for him.
More or less, but the defense really did not do its job that day.
Yeah. But, all I'm saying is that, of course, even if the Bucks get all the way to the Super Bowl, you give them weapons like that, like their offense. Of course he's going to do well. No one's saying that just because he's not I'm not saying just because he's not the GOAT doesn't mean he's not a good quarterback. Of course he's
Right.
a good quarterback. Like, you'd be an idiot to say he's not. But you give a good quarterback, a good receiving core, a good running core, good O-line, like, you give that to Blake Bortles and see what and he'd be fine. Sure, he'd probably throw some picks. That's just kind of seems to be what he does.
Who he was, yeah.
But, like, of course he's going to do well. Give him a team with nothing, and show me what he does there.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I agree.
Then I'll admit he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Put Tom Brady on someone like the Jets, someone like the Giants, someone like the Bears.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't thinking send him to a team that was a dumpster fire anyway. Like, I think at this point, like
if he's the GOAT, he can take a dumpster fire team to the NFL. Or
no,
to the NFL.
Because I think for a team like the Jets, I think they're just openly punting this season. Like, I think the management and the coaching, I think they've decided they're done with Darnold and they're just punting the season, hoping for maybe Trevor Lawrence in the draft. You know, I wanted to see Brady on a team that wasn't very good, but with Brady could be competitive.
Maybe the Falcons.
The Falcons would have been interesting. Although I still think Ryan's a good quarterback. I don't know what their disconnect
is. By me
is.
Pointing to these teams, I'm not at all saying they're quarterbacks they have now. I just meant like put them on a team that like.
Right. Detroit. I would have loved to see Brady on Detroit.
It's like if Patrick Mahomes, tore his ACL or something, and somehow Brady got traded to the Chiefs.
Oh, good God. Oh, that would be horrifying.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, that's one of those things. Speed kills, and that offense. No, don't get me wrong. Mahomes is one of the all-time greats, but man, that offense is so good. Just because it's fast. I mean, secondaries just can't cover that offense. All right, I'm gonna leave this there. Nice little extended rant on there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stop the recording here in a second. So, guys, I'll see you back. I'll probably record on my lunch break tomorrow the preview for the Philly game, and I'll see you guys then.
Eat food.
Peace out. And I eat food before my actual break, and then I go out and walk, or I go out and record or something. That's what I do. All right, you guys. Bye. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow.
See you, everybody.